Yo, 7 p.m. family, this is 7 p.m. pregame, baby, which you can check out each and every Tuesday ahead of the drops on Thursday. We couldn't kick things off without congratulating our guy, the captain of the ship, you know what I'm saying, the peace god, Carmelo Anthony, on his Hall of Fame induction over the weekend. Champ, it is official.
Yes.
The nomination was there. You know what I'm saying? But now,
yeah, baby. It's official. It is official.
It is eternal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, wait. I feel like it's mad processes for this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right? Because this weekend was the official.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was never in jeopardy, right? Just to be clear.
Nah.
I don't think it was in jeopardy, but you got to go through the process.
Okay.
And you still like, it's whatever until you get that call.
Who called you?
The head of
it's not
Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay, I thought it was going to be another Hall of Famer. Ooh.
Nah, they just give you the call and they like, you see it on your phone, say Springfield. For some reason, that shit pop up strong on there. It ain't your regular caller ID on there. That's, Springfield is prominent on there. So you get the call and it's just, they shoot the shit for a little bit and, hey, hell of a career, all of that.
You was like, all right, wrap it up, get to it.
Yeah, but I'm so in the moment, I'm just like, damn, like, you know what? Like, let me just hear him out.
This time you were not under the weather.
I was trying to stay calm because they tell you from 12 to 5.
Oh.
So you don't know.
That's like the cable company, bro. Like,
I can't go work out. I can't go do shit. Like, I can't do shit.
Just sitting there like.
But they call you and he just like, I just, basically what I wanted to tell you is you're in. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Love it.
That's the call.
That's crazy.
What I mean? Like that's the heavens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The basketball.
That's so dope, Melo.
That's the basketball heavens.
What else is there? You know what I'm saying? It's the top of the top.
I mean, you can't, it's so I like to put it in perspective. I like push it in perspective.
Come on, let's go.
So for me, who've never won an NBA championship, right? To be able to play 19 years in the NBA at the highest level, right? 16 years strong, the last 3, whatever, it was still fun at that point in time, different perspective at the last 3 years of your career. That's almost a quarter of the NBA seasons, right, of 75. So to be able to be a part of the 75th team, for one, right? To also be able to go out there and represent internationally for Olympics, 3 golds, 1 bronze, 1 bronze, silver, world championship. I've done my part on that level too. Now you go to college. I've done my part on that level too. It's very hard to do that. I mean, we sit and we watch the games of a day and it's like Duke is going to clearly win. And I'm telling people, no.
He texted, it's going to be Florida, champ.
I told you, I've been telling Florida because no matter what, you need a point guard that can lead you. No matter what, you need it. And then you go to high school, right? So in every level of basketball, I've completed. You know what I mean? It's like a video game. It's like you keep going up. Yeah. So I've completed it without a championship in the NBA. And I say that to say it's a testament to the amount of work and body of work that was put in to the game of basketball.
For sure.
And the shit just don't happen every day. And I'll be sitting listening to people, and that's why I'm like, damn, like I look at longevity, I look at careers. I can't just judge you off of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Because I understand the ebb and flow of development and getting better and growing as a person and a player. So when we put it that way, it's like, what is there for me to say?
Yeah, man.
It's so dope. You are so deserving. I know you have said that wasn't even a dream.
Yeah.
Initially. Did it become a dream year 10, maybe through 9? Did you start thinking about it? Okay.
You start, all athletes will tell you that. Like, the longer you're in the game, you start looking at achievable assets, right? And like, you're not never thinking Hall of Fame while you're actually playing. It's like, okay, I got a chance to get this, get my percentage up, have a career high percentage. Okay, I want to reach that. I got a chance to, lead the league in scoring. It's right here. So I might as well go have fun with that and go do that. Oh, man, if I'm right here in the championship, I can go win the championship. I might as well try to go. So you just up the bar on yourself. And I think it took me a while to just realize, like, damn, okay, I have the when you look back, I have the resume
Mm-hmm.
to go for it. You know what I mean? So I think that took me probably more than 10 years. I think that took me up until my last Olympics in 16 in Rio to really like, damn, you know, it's deeper than just the impact that I had in the game in the U.S. Like, this is global, right? And then the opportunity I had to play 4 Olympics, like that was different. And then they talk different over that side, over that way. You know what I mean? They look at it differently. They have a different perspective on what greatness and how you should be held when you reach that.
Fam, the reactions though, like around, you know what I'm saying? Like the basketball world, the media have been crazy because, Doug, congratulations, Melo, from
The Ravens?
the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? The hometown team.
Yeah. D-Hop, welcome, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll see you back in the town soon.
You feel me? We got, you know what I'm saying? Fam, the Empire State Building was the one that fucked me up. I was like,
It's a big
whoa.
deal.
Yeah, look
It's
at
a big
this.
deal.
Yeah, fam. This is one of the wonders of the world?
It is.
They lit it up for you, champ.
We lit the wonder on fire, man.
You
Nah,
know
it's
what I mean?
like stuff like this. Again, it's amazing because I never would have thought that any of this, like the Empire State Building lit up, you know, because of me. It was like, nah, I didn't feel like I had that type of impact while you going through it. Because you going through it. Like you dealing with what you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So when you sit back, like, damn, like you really impacted different levels of the city, like of the state. You impacted different levels from kids now all the way up to adults and grandmas and grandpas. So
Love it.
that's why I'm just so kind of gracious for it.
Generational impact, man, and generational versions, man. You like the rarest Pokemon, man. There's like so many versions of Melo, man. Like, listen, y'all in the comments, tell us which your favorite version of Melo is. To me,
They are out of control.
I'm partial to Hoodie Melo. You know what I'm saying? That was a New York. It was, to me, because it was a tech. It wasn't just a hoodie. It was the tech. You know what I'm saying? Zipped up. That's real New York shit, bro.
That was a Zara hoodie, just laying around.
Nah, stop.
And I'm like, yeah, that was just one of those. Like,
yeah.
So I've never told you this, but Syracuse Melo is probably my favorite, even though I ended up going to Georgetown. My dad is a huge college basketball guy. So I remember being at Georgetown when you played at Georgetown that year. And that was the first time, some kind of way I was like the ball girl. But I heard the fans saying all types of stuff. And I remember being to my parents like, they talk so mean to him. Why are they so mean? He's just a freshman. But I had like the poster. I think Tennessee, on the women's side, went to the Final Four that same year. Candace. I had all this orange stuff in my room. Like, I just loved the way you played that year for the women's Final Four was super dope. So I think Syracuse Melo is one of the reasons that I fell in love with the game of ball for real.
NBA Live 05 Melo, you know what I'm saying? It's not on there.
I was going to say that. I was going to say, like, out of all of them, it's like they all had different meanings and different, you know, perspectives on shit. But I would say, like, the 2K Melo in a sense, because that's really what kept me connected to generations.
Right.
Because once you stamped in the 2K universe or the live universe at that point in time, you were stamped for life.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that core group of people who will always rock with you because they love to play with you on 2K or in the video game. So I would say 2K, but also Portland.
Really?
Yeah, because Portland, I feel like I study a lot of martial arts and shit. Like just the ideology of it, like the thought process.
Hold on, let me get my notebook out for this one.
So at that point, I feel like I was super refined in Portland. Like I was super sharp. I was super refined. I was like, shit was coming at me super clear. I had so much clarity, like plays, shots, just pace, just energy. Everything was just coming at me in a very like divine manner. So I always say Portland was that energy that I had. I was super sharp in that situation, you know, coming towards my NBA career.
Yeah.
And it was like lockout, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was being tested too.
Yeah.
Lockout, I was just away from the game. So I was being tested on like how committed I am to being back in the game. And Portland really like got me sharp. Like I think I was the smallest that I ever been like in like 18 years in Portland. Like it was a super locked in moment for me because I was just tightening up my skills. It was just about my skill set at that point and being able to adapt to the new game too.
Okay. Portland, your most locked in version of yourself. Obviously, this
refined.
Refined.
Yeah,
I apologize. Refined version of yourself. We now have podcast Melo. We could add Hall of Fame Melo to that. I don't like the word regrets necessarily because I think there are always opportunities to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But as you reflect on it, anything that you might do differently or you would caution a young dude sitting up next to you that wanted your leadership and tutelage to navigate their career?
Now, I think what I've been through is like almost like the blueprint of a career of a basketball. I'm gonna speak in basketball because I've experienced it every which way, highest level, all the way down to figuring out what a new role looks like, what a new type of player should be, right? So I had to experience that. I had to experience coming off the bench, right? That's a whole new experience. I had to experience leading organizations and trying to win for organizations. I had experienced that. And I had to take on everything that came with that in 19 years. And I still went out there and played. And I still competed and put everything into the game of developing and sharpening actual skills. So to your question, it's really about how committed you are. Like for me, I was super committed. You know what I mean? Like that's why people are like, you should coach. I'm like, hell no, I can't coach. I'm not gonna be no coach because my passion is too much. I look at the game totally different. And then my emotions to the game is totally different that y'all not gonna understand because I've did it totally different. So I look at the game differently. So that's why I just like to teach and just, give game and help guys out and just give you what I know.
Right.
So it's a lot different with, somebody that's young. If somebody was young sitting here, I had a conversation with them, I would just be like, yo, bro, listen, don't worry about, like, for me, I didn't regret anything. I thought I regretted something at one point in time. I'm like, nah, you know what? Nah, maybe that wasn't meant to be. And that was the Miami situation. I'm like, nah, maybe it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't meant to be because I wasn't there mentally as far as savvy enough to understand the game and the business. I wasn't ready to take on that challenge because I was so locked into my craft.
Right.
So I would just say, like, again, go with your gut too. Like, you got to really go with your intuition. You know what feels good and you know what doesn't. You know what's comfortable to you. You know what's uncomfortable to you. It's just a matter of how comfortable you want to be in those uncomfortable situations. Yeah. And if you're willing to do that, then you will have a great deal of success.
So now, how do we go from the Basketball Hall of Fame to the Media Hall of Fame, bro? Because we already step one. We here, step one, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. We took the first step already, baby.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So it's a lot different because I have a vision now, right? As before, my vision was basketball. Like now, it's like a whole vision. I never thought I would be doing media. Like,
I thought you say this.
I never thought I would be doing media. I never thought I would be speaking publicly about the game. I always told myself I would never get on TV. I would never do that. I just...
Why?
Because it was just a level of respect that I had for people, or lack of respect that I had for people, former players that was getting on TV, critiquing the game, doing the same shit they doing now. What we do now. I would say we do now. But now looking back at it, it's like, I had to change. I had to switch it up because, like, again, what you going to do later, right? It's like, yeah, you could you got all these businesses and this and that, but it's like, come on, let's get to legacy moments. Like, let's get longevity in the business, not these one-offs, not these 2 years. Like, let's go and create something. If you're gonna do it, go create it.
I think Mero probably agrees with me, and we're not saying this just because we sit up here and chop it with you, but like the space needs your voice. Because I don't know, even from just doing a pod with you, and I told you this when we did our first episode of this season, your ability to be thoughtful, measured, and communicate, and we not like, come on, say whatever you got to say. Like your processing speed when you talk the game, it is smart, it's thoughtful, it's deliberate. And I don't know if we have someone that offers that cadence in the space.
And on top of that, yo, listen, this is not going to turn into a Glaze Fest. We promise.
It could. We got a Hall of Famer.
It could, you know what I'm saying? But this is Hall of Fame. This is once in a lifetime opportunity.
Award,
you know what I'm saying?
We're Webby Award show. Man,
You know what I'm saying? Okay, yo, voting is still open. Go do that. Stop playing with us, bro. Last time I looked, we was in 4th place. That's crazy. We need to beat Jon Stewart. He's like 78. Stop fucking playing, man. Go vote. But now, to everything that Monica said, on top of that, the authenticity with which you deliver these messages. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always real. I never heard you say nothing that felt, I mean, unless it's been a Boxy Boys commercial that looks like, yo, this is a script, bro.
Yeah.
He's reading the script. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really kind of speak from the heart whenever you do and whenever you offer advice to people or commentary on the game or life or whatever. So, like Monica said, that's very sorely needed in the media space,
it's
man.
passion too, right? Like a lot of people
100%.
have passion, but their passion is navigated differently. Like when I'm passionate about basketball and like the development of basketball and the growth and evolution of basketball. But also I'm passionate about not forgetting the shoulders that we standing on too, right? Like I think for me, positioning myself that way, being able to have a level of critical thinking, right? A level of being articulate in the topics that you actually speaking on, right? Being able to speak very specifically to certain moments of a game, and not just the plays and the X's and O's, but like the mindset of like what it takes to be in this certain moments and what a player should be looking for and how they navigate. Like I think it's all of that that's mixed in one, and I don't think we have that's out there. I think people try to do it, but it's like the passion is different. It's a different type of passion. It's a different, once you get into that space of talking about something and critiquing something, you just keep going. Like
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, and I would say us now because we part of that too, we can go down a rabbit hole of just critiquing and forgetting where you at, and it becomes your new norm every single day. And I think that's what we're seeing today with the athletes.
You forget to appreciate it.
Yeah, you forget to appreciate the actual game. At the end of the day, it's about appreciating the game.
Yo, and I got to give you yours, fam, because you listen, this is a terrible quote to use, but you're fair and balanced. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about Draymond the other day in relation to Isaiah Stewart, and you was like, yo, that energy's needed in the game, but yo, Dre, sometimes you be bugging, you be elling niggas out, you be wilding. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like you talk, you know what I mean? We need that, but yo, there's to a certain extent, you know what I mean? So that's very much something that is not present.
You also got to understand your audience too, right? You got to understand who you speaking to. Like what I'm trying to do is bring this audience over to
I see what you did.
What I'm about to do as well, because that's the biggest issue today.
Right.
Like we don't have that connectivity in the younger generation. So why not bring everybody along? Because now you really get to see it at the top level. Not, 7 p.m. is top level, but that's something totally different. Now you're getting, I'm in middle America. I'm in households. I'm in, you know what I mean? Grandparents are sitting and critiquing me now. It's
like that, Carmelo.
People that don't even know basketball. People that don't even know basketball or sports or don't even care about it.
Yeah.
That's who critiquing you. You know what I mean? They critiquing you on your mind. They critiquing you what you say, how you say it, like how you elaborate. It's a lot. So I think about it a lot. I learn from guys like Stray and them.
It's exciking.
I learn from a lot of guys. I learn from him. Like
he's a perfect example, man.
He was somebody who I really like, damn, this is
talk about middle America.
Is the route.
Yeah.
This is the route. If I'm gonna do it, that's the route. I'm not saying good morning. All them other, I don't want to mention their shows and shit, but
you won't be on TV 5 days a week at 6 o'clock a.m.?
Nah, I can't.
I don't know about Melo pulling up 5:45 a.m.
Nah, you know why? Because my job needed me at 7 p.m. You see what I'm saying? So I'm comfortable at 7 p.m.
So that was an excellent tease. Thursday's episode is going to drop with Strahan. We love it. Okay, this is a little teaser during the week. Preview of the Hall of Fame speech. How you feeling about your speech?
Yeah, champ. Because, you a student, you studied under Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we know what Mike did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You going to go that route?
Are you excited? Are you nervous? Like,
you going to have the Ethan beat playing in the background?
Shh, we got to stop talking. Let him think.
I'm excited to get the speech out. Because I know I don't know exactly what I'm going to say yet, but I know the vibe and the flow and the cadence of what I want to create. Right? And I really want you to hear the album from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? I want the intro. I want the
crescendo.
The build.
I want the end the clubs and I want the build up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to mellow it out. And then
Are you going to shed a tear?
For sure.
Okay. All right. I love it. Healthy masculinity. Healthy celebration.
Yeah.
We're talking about black men mental health all the time on here. God damn it.
It's almost impossible not to.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
I love
Like,
hearing
how
that.
can you, like, you're being welcomed by the basketball, like the gods of the game.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different level of shit that we're talking about. And it's you first ballot. You're, it's different. You know, you Hall of Fame, and then it's like, oh, it's first ballot. That means you unanimous. That's like 99%, 99. That's like hand sanitizer. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's 99.99. Like,
Right.
so it's also have that appreciation of it too, because it's not it's a special group of people who's a first ballot
Right.
Hall of Fame.
Listen, stay locked in to 7 p.m. channels. The full episode's dropping this Thursday. Congrats again to our very own Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. You know what I mean? The jacket is not boxy.